Young metal people, welcome to your year of deep dive transformation. I'm Jacqueline Maloney, and this is your 2024 elemental forecast. And this is your young earth year. This is cave energy. And this is a year of going in the deep, dark recesses of your brain, your heart, your mind, your life in general, and just seeing what isn't working and what it is that you want to change, and really getting familiar with the things that are getting in your way. The young earth energy has a way of highlighting everything in our life. It gives us a lot of opportunities to see what's not working, and that can come in the way of challenges at work, in relationships, just the way that you do things in general. Any little thing that's out of alignment with who you are as this wonderful divine being will show up to be released. It's not time to release it yet, however. It's more sitting with it and understanding it and seeing what it is that needs to change, and looking forward to addressing it next year. That being said, if you're actively avoiding something, whether it's say a conversation, or your physical health is suffering, if there's something that you're not paying attention to, the young earth energy will give you the opportunity to do so, usually in the way of illness or something blowing up in your face. So don't take the nudge from the universe instead of, what's the word? Encouraging the 2x4, like the snack from the 2x4. All those little things that are popping up are going to help you to move forward. And this is the 8th year in a 9-year cycle. So we're getting ready. This is the butterfly in the cocoon. This is the part where you become goo. You're not a bug anymore. You're not a butterfly either. You're somewhere in the middle. And this is your year to figure that all out. And the best way to do that is by staying home and eating your favorite snacks and drinking your favorite tea, or whatever it is, beverage of choice, right? I like tea, so I say tea. Getting comfy with a book, make yourself as comfortable as possible. Make self-care your top priority. It's a fantastic time for study. Young Earth loves books. It's the only thing they collect is books and knowledge. They like clutter-free, knick-knack-free households otherwise, but books and knowledge all day long. So incorporate more and more of that into your life. It's also a really great time to write a book, if you wanted to write a book or do any kind of written communication. So something funny happens in a young Earth year. It's kind of like your own personal Mercury retrograde for an entire year. And not so much that things are just going wrong all the time, but there's a miscommunication aspect that can happen. So I've met 2 types of young Earth people. They're either extremely well versed in communicating with others, making themselves super duper clear, triple checking. It's almost like, they've learned that that's a very important thing to do. Or there's often miscommunication, misunderstanding others misunderstanding them. So that is a theme that can and will make its way into the year for you. So if you're checking contracts, making plans, putting stuff in your calendar, double check the date, double check the time, make sure, because the likelihood that errors will happen are just going to be higher just by nature of this year. And I know that sounds, it is what it is. Just trust me on this. It is what it is. Another thing that young Earth energy is known for, young Earth will push and push and push. The answer to everything is to work harder. Young Earth has incredible strength that they pull from the core of the earth. They are incredibly stubborn, incredibly persistent, and resilient. So just make sure that you are not pushing all the time, because that will also burn you out. So, like I said, prioritize self-care first, and then everything else will fall into place. And you certainly can go on vacations this time of year. I wouldn't do anything where you're having to be super crazy active, or book a whole bunch of expeditions while you're in this energy. It's more rest and rejuvenation and relaxation, and really getting clear on who you are and what you want. Anytime we come back to earth, that is the theme. Like, who am I? What do I want? What am I doing? As far as business goes, I have found that in the young earth energy, there's always this like, I just need to tell people about that thing. And whether it's doing a video series or, like I said, writing a book, putting something out into the world because you just can't stand not doing it any longer. So if that's the case for you, go for it. It will be well received. Anything in terms of study, teaching, community building, earth energy is always good for like bringing people together. And if that's your jam and what you like to do as far as business goes, it's a great time to do it. If you would like to learn even more personalized information about your annual forecast, go to jacquelinemaloney.com/2024 and you would find all the links to sign up and get yourself in my calendar. I hope you have a wonderful cave year. It does sound difficult, but don't let it scare you off. If you do it right, it will be a wonderful year of rejuvenation and relaxation, and you will be ready to throw everything in the bonfire next year. We'll see you soon.